Small Town Scuttlebutt.
We can talk.
The laughter is decomposing as we speak.
It's a podcast. We can talk. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Awesome weather.
Yeah.
New England weather.
Oh my God, my favorite time of year.
Did you
Crisp fall air. Love it.
It's so nice. Okay, so at 6 a.m. during the morning meeting, I call it, the coffee with the wife.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking out the window at blackness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she commented that that's kind of depressing. You don't have to tell me about depression, but this is part of the seasonal affect.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
like your day starts in darkness and your day ends up very early.
Right,
at
like
4
4 p.m.,
o'clock,
yeah.
it's dark. It's nighttime. It makes you feel like getting your daughter at dance at 7 o'clock is like, why are they dancing so late?
It's time for bed, Rosie.
It's only 7, but I'm like, a Red Sox game would be starting right now. The national anthem is being sung, yet now I'm thinking, ugh, like bedtime. Let's read a book or something, right? I'm not the only one. Is that?
And then before you know it, your whole life is in darkness. It feels like.
Yeah.
In the winter.
It really is. It really is. I admire the people that can look forward to something in the winter, like a skier.
Oh, right.
I was a hockey player, and now I'm not a hockey player, so I have no use for the winter.
No.
But anyway,
Done.
You should start it again.
my wife suggested doing that.
Yeah.
Last time I went to a stick and puck at noon over at like this Rodman Arena over in like Foxborough.
Mm-hmm.
And
There's some sex joke in
Wait,
there
what was
somewhere.
it? I'm sorry. Could
No,
you
it's
Did
repeat
you
what
say
the
stick and puck?
yeah,
stick in pocket?
stick and puck. It's just you show up. You just show up, and basically they just divvy up the teams. It's basically pond hockey.
Got it,
like
got it.
20 people show up. Who plays forward? Who plays
Oh, that's fun.
defense? Okay, or sometimes you just throw your sticks in the middle, and someone just throws two piles, divides it, and then you find your stick and you go. But I had made the mistake of going during school vacation week.
Oh, geez.
And these kids from the Walpole Express were playing, and you're in for it when the defenseman at the end of the bench are conversing in French. You're like,
Oh,
Jesus.
boy.
I'm like, oh no, these guys are good. They were doing like bar down, like that's like when you hit the crossbar intentionally and have it.
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
Really?
from the point, the blue line. I'm
Wow.
like, guys, how are you not in the NHL? Like, how does an
wow.
NHL player get to the NHL? I mean, I'm playing with some 16-year-olds
Oh, my God.
that are elite, and they're 16. Like,
Yeah.
they still have a body to grow into,
And
but
if you
anyway.
get hurt, that's game over, my friend.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
nothing will annoy your wife more than if you get hurt playing a pickup hockey game and you can't do anything around the house or help with the kids for 3 months.
I mean, that would be a damn shame, wouldn't it?
Well, I'm late for everything, and I showed up late to a game, and off the draw, the face-off, I was out because I did not stretch. I literally, the warm-ups were over,
Yeah.
and I had just come to, the bench, and I'm like, all right, and I went out to start at the right side, right wing, and the puck cable, went over, and I just pushed off with my right leg and just tore a groin muscle right there.
Oh, my
And,
God.
if you ever done that, it's not so much that it hurts; it's
Yeah.
just that you have no power in that leg. Like
Oh.
I couldn't even get to the bench on my own. Like there's no leg I can push on or lean on. It's literally I was a one-legged person. Right
And you
there.
don't have a cool story. I mean, that's
No,
awful.
it's like I
you'd have
pulled
to
my
make something
groin. I pulled my groin. Speaking of pulling my groin, this is a segue that is legit, okay? So my contribution is this weather's awesome. It's great. It's beautiful. It's a good time of year to go do something outdoors. And I like bonding with my kids doing the one-on-one thing. So I took my son to New York City. And he loves animals, right? He's an 11-year-old boy, still is into animals and all that stuff. So we go to the Bronx Zoo. And we obviously go to the, obviously, I say obviously, because he loves the Empire State Building. So we do that. And we did, we got electric scooters through Central Park,
Oh, my God.
which was just,
That's incredible.
it was awesome. It was just so fun because we're just
Yeah.
racing each other. We're getting, it was just great. It was awesome.
Yeah, very cool.
And the weather was perfect, and New York was just wonderful, and I really liked it. But the groin pull thing. We're looking at these mandrills.
Okay.
You know the mandrills,
Yeah,
the
little
monkeys with the
yes.
the painted faces
Oh,
and the
sure.
cotton candy colored butts. You know,
The organ grinder monkeys?
No, those are different.
no, that's a weird. No, these like they're.
Know your
We
monkeys,
didn't
Evan.
derail. Yeah, Jesus.
I don't know.
Anyway,
They have their butts that show?
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
nice colorful
Yes,
butts.
They're colorful. Yeah.
Yeah,
they're
they're
colorful.
fuzzy, colorful butts.
Yes.
Anyway, they're remarkable animals, and they're very popular. The monkey house, right? That's what they call it, the monkey house. And it sounds like a place you got sent to when you were a kid. All right, off to the monkey house.
Yeah.
All right, anyway, this one monkey was just sitting in front of the mirror, just pulling his wang.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
They're the closest thing to humans.
But-
besides, I think dolphins.
yeah. Well, dolphins are the only other mammal that has sex for pleasure.
Yes.
From what I understand.
Mhm.
Yeah.
How do we know this?
Because we study them.
But how do we know?
Why do we like to see, like, why do we learn so much about how other animals bang? Like, is
Do
that
you
weird?
think, like, if that's your profession, you were either going to go one way or another? You were going to be a sexual predator, or you're going to become a scientist that
I'm gonna
observed
watch
the
these-
sexual habits
I'm
of
gonna watch-
animals. You're like, thank God they have this job because otherwise I'd be in jail.
Yeah, like it's always like when you were a kid, always learning. Even watch a David Attenborough BBC wildlife special. You know, they always talk about its habitat, its diet, social interacting, and how they bang.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
that's
like-
what keeps a civilization
Was
going,
that-
my friends.
Yeah, it's like we know how they bang. They all
Yeah.
do it from behind. I've not seen two
Right?
monkeys or two donkeys in missionary or.
Oh, God.
But you have
No.
that visual now, so you know, run with it. But anyway, this monkey's technique was amazing. He had like grabbed the end of it and just was like up and down, and they have a long like
And just
foot.
unabashedly
Yeah,
taking care of business.
just looking at us in the window. I was like, and all the adults are laughing,
Right.
and my son and I are just cracking up.
Oh
It's
my
just-
God! Did he? So he could tell what was happening.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was hilarious. It was
Oh my
like
God.
it was so fun. It was so fun. And then you know, we from the Bronx we took an Uber back to like Columbus Circle, is southwest corner of Central Park, and we just walk all the way down Broadway to our hotel on 32nd Street, which is like 20 blocks. It's nice and long. It was we walked and talked, we
nice.
bonded
That's
and
awesome.
everything. Then we get back to our room, and I'm like, you know, I probably shouldn't get on the phone, but you know, whatever.
Yeah, just decompressing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm on Facebook, and there it is, the No Kings rally thing that happened in town, and all the like, we were so, and like I brought my kid there, and I just thought, you know what? I'm not mad at this because like it's like you can't avoid things. Right?
Right.
There's people that are gonna always be upset and have to be vocal about it. If I'm not happy, I don't want you to be happy. That's the takeaway I get. I actually kind of felt bad because I'm thinking, this is how I spent my day. I was looking at monkeys jerking off with my son and scootering through Central Park. And other people were holding up the weather was too beautiful. It was too it was disappointing to me. Like I've
They were
been
standing up for what they believe in and exercising their freedom of speech, which is the greatest right our country has, I might add.
it does, but you know, as someone who was in
You're saying they were missing out on something.
on life,
Yeah.
on like
And
like
a great day.
Yeah, it's like this is what you're look. I'm sorry, but you know, not getting political, but the No Kings thing, like you just kind of, it doesn't resonate with me because the more Americans voted for him than didn't. So that's not a king. Also, the timing is a little off. He just kind of ended a war. I mean, I know it's a skirmish, but the world's not all bad all the time, you know. And like my kids, like my son, for example, you want everything to be great. I took him to a very diverse place, like.
Doesn't get more diverse
Or
than New York City.
You know what I love about it? If like we hang around Midtown for the most part, it's so blended. Like as a white person, I'm probably being represented amongst 20% of the population. It's literally almost like there was a draft. It's like, all right, Asians, Latinos, black people, white people, right? It's like
It's a melting pot for sure.
Yes,
100%.
but it's like everywhere you look, there's like one of everybody all over the place. Like we went to Koreatown and had, pho for dinner, and like it was like, I went downtown. We were downtown. I sidled up to a chess match. I held my own, and the guy's like, "My man, your dad's awesome for taking you out and showing you the city."
A great way to get fleeced.
And
Be
I'm like,
"Hey, Charlie, watch Dad lose $20."
So,
And get pickpocketed.
I actually said to the guy, I'm like, "Were you going easy on me?" He's like, "No, my man, that was war." And I'm like, "Okay, because
How'd you do?
Great,
Really?
right to the end." And then he said, "This might have been the psychological warfare." He goes, "I know you wanted to take that rook," and I said, "I do." He's like, no. My rook wanted to take his queen, and he's like, "You want to take the queen, don't you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do." He's like, "I wouldn't." And I'm looking around, and I'm just like, yeah. Now I'm curious, and I just did it, and then the game was over in 2 moves. So that was fun.
He
but
wasn't lying.
No, he was cool. Yeah, but I was like, keep going with that when he's talking to my son about how good it was to get him out and see the world and stuff like that. And I don't want to show my kids. I don't want to tell my kids how to think or what to believe in. I just want to show them stuff and let them organically come up with it themselves. That's my lesson, I guess. That was my like, wow, look how much fun I'm having. Look at how, like, I've been in group therapy. I see these things and I'm like, that's just public group therapy. There's not a call to action. There's not an improvement. And that's both sides. Like January 6th was an abomination. That was stupid. That was dumb. Like, it just makes no sense. I just want to get back to, like, we wake up and we go do something with the day that's been given to us and be happy and only worry about the things that you can control. And
so,
that's my take.
Yeah, no, I've never cared about one specific thing enough
Same.
to go stand out in a line, especially on a beautiful day, with a sign, you know. And this is my philosophy. Not to get political.
Yeah.
I got clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am stuck in the middle, right? And I don't believe that you can fully embrace one side or the other and still be objective.
It's called extremism.
Right? I mean, like, literally, and that's where we've gone.
Yep.
And then you have, like Bill Maher, for example, used to be like a hardcore lefty Democrat, and he now finds himself in the middle.
Yeah.
So, to be objective, I feel like you really shouldn't claim a political party and let the chips fall where they may. Some person may have some views that you like, some person may not. Go towards the direction that kind of feeds that. But again, I don't give enough. I don't care enough about a lot of different topics.
We shouldn't care enough. Another thing is maybe you don't have to have an opinion on everything.
Yeah.
I've learned to say, I don't know enough about that.
Same. Yeah.
I have not done a deep dive. I am not a foreign policy expert. I don't know what we should do with Taiwan. I don't, I don't know everything about Gaza right now. I mean, other than what the media tells me, which should also tell me something.
Right.
And that's another problem too, right?
Yeah.
It's a difficult thing. And then they move the goalposts all the time, racism. When I was growing up, it was about not to see color, right? Because it was sort of like you don't want to look through things in a particular lens. And that's what Martin Luther King was all about. And so we didn't see color. And now it's like, you have to see color, So like, well, what the hell did they teach me in the 80s and the 90s, right? So I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
now
it's
I'm just
part of
lost.
it is like we're just evolving as a society and hopefully learning and growing and whatnot. And not that what you were taught in the 80s and 90s was wrong per se, but perhaps it's just evolved over time.
Well, but then you go and see Rick in New York, and it's a whole bunch of different people all walking around not seeing any color, right? They're all just
I don't
New
know about
Yorkers.
that.
No.
You know what I mean?
I definitely saw it. Like, that's what I loved about everyone's different. It was great. And you just live amongst it, experience it, and it's all good. But anyway, Evan, what do you got going on? What's your latest
Well,
and greatest?
speaking about culturally diverse, I came back from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
So many shades of white.
Right.
I mean, they
So
go
many
from
different Southern accents.
yeah, you get white all the way to the sunburn.
But everybody's money's green.
It was a full spectrum. So just had my annual guys golf trip
Fun.
with my high school buddies, which was amazing.
Sounds nice and waspy. Okay.
It was spectacular. We played, some of the nicest golf courses in that area, and ate some of the finest foods. And I mean, it was like we got the true Southern experience.
Oh, that's awesome.
From barbecue to coastal seafood. We covered the whole gamut, and it was awesome. And then we ended up going out one night. We had no idea what's going on, and we're driving down the road, and we're in this new area called Murrells. And I think it was just short for somebody that didn't know how to pronounce Myrtle.
Okay.
So we're in Murrells, Murrells Inlet. And so we're driving down. There's really cool restaurants and stuff all the way down for like a whole mile. And then you kind of get to this Mecca, and it reminds you a lot of, I don't know, maybe like Woods Hole or, something in the Cape where you have coastal, there's boats and restaurants and dining. And we passed this woman in a witch hat in costume. And my buddy's like, dude, I think something's going on. Like, there's a woman in a witch hat. And my buddy Andy's like, dude, it's Halloween. And it makes logical sense. So another couple seconds go by, and we see like a horde of women in witch hats.
Oh.
And now we're like, this is getting a little more interesting.
Yeah.
So we pull into the parking lot, and there's like 4 restaurants, like all on the pier and whatnot. And now we are like surrounded by witches. There's witches
like
everywhere.
a coven?
It's like
I was going
unbelievable.
to say, what is there a name for
Coven,
Okay.
yes.
A coven.
Yes.
So we get
Thanks
out.
for the brevity. You could have said what she said in 3 seconds, but
But I'm no warlock.
yeah, just
So we get out, we give the car over to the guy, and we're like, hey, well, what's going on? What's with all the witches? Halloween party? He's like, no, this is Witches Walk. And we're like, what is Witches Walk? And so there's like live music playing everywhere. Suddenly, after dinner, we went back out, and we are now immersed in what is known as Witches Walk. And apparently it is one day of the year, sort of pre-Halloween, that all the women in town all come out dressed like witches. And
They all have their periods at the same time.
yeah, they sync them up.
listen,
Yep.
I was like, so we're walking around. And I'll tell you what, the music was amazing. The vibe was amazing.
Oh.
The witches were less than desirable.
Were there any sexy witches?
No!
Come on.
You're kidding me.
No!
That's what
Halloween is always an excuse for women to dress like whores.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
you can't do it in your everyday life.
No.
No, right?
Yeah, and unfortunately, my other friend says, it was kind of easy for some of these women to pull off the witch thing.
Yeah.
All they needed was a hat.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, no. Sadly, there were no hot witches, and you're like, that's kind of
Missed
like
opportunity.
totally. So anyway, as we were kind of walking out, we've got a beer, and you're walking around. I went up to these 2 witches, and I was like, "Excuse me, like, I'm not from around here, but can you tell me kind of like what this witch walk is about?" And she's like, "Oh, honey, it started a couple years ago, blah, blah, blah." Anyway, it was like, anyway.
It started a couple years
Like
ago.
her cheap Chardonnay sloshing all over the place.
Oh my god! It's a pub crawl, stupid.
Yeah.
Seriously.
What a stupid man question.
Yeah, we just dress up like this so we don't get identified in public when we go out tomorrow.
Well, they're looking at me kind of funny because I'm from the north, obviously. And then the next one, she's like walking by, looking at me with like a real kind of I don't know what stare.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
casting.
then all of a sudden I hear bang, and I was like, "What happened?"
She shot you.
And no,
Thank God. Okay.
she throws something on the ground, like
Yeah.
I don't know if it was like a bang snap, some firework thing.
Yeah.
Throws it on the ground and continues to look at me. And her husband, who's behind her, he goes, "She just cast a spell on you." And I'm like,
Oh,
"Get
snap.
the hell out of here!"
Oh
Get
my God.
Yeah, and she walked away, and that was it. So I don't know.
So this poor cuck follows his wife dressed like a witch around so she can cast spells on unsuspecting men.
he wasn't the cuckiest of the cucks.
Oh, no.
The cuckiest of the cucks were like also in wizardry and like.
Stop.
I swear to
If
God.
it's a witch's walk, just let the women have their thing. Why are the men even
Go
there?
have your wizard walk somewhere else.
Sign me up for never going on anything like that if my wife's doing it, which I don't know if I don't see my wife being the witch's walk kind of person,
No.
but Rick, would you like to come to the witches? No, this sounds like I'm watching football alone tonight. You know?
Oh my God,
Jesus.
that sounds
crazy.
awful.
Yeah, but it was a very interesting take. It totally added to the whole experience. And would I go back again? You betcha.
Okay.
To the witches walk or just to Myrtle Beach?
Oh, 1,000%. I mean, Myrtle, 100%. It's like our every year thing. Witches Walk is on the list.
Interesting.
And it happens to fall on the week that we go. So even better.
Wow.
Oh my God.
You should.
Little did I know there was a Witches Walk of its own happening here in Medfield.
Right?
Yeah. That's right. And the cuck husbands. Okay. Liz, what do you got going on?
So nothing is exciting or as fun as what you gentlemen just shared, but I have to say that I think the nicest thing that has been said to me lately was said to me by a chatbot from Nordstrom Rack. And I screenshotted it. So if I'm feeling a little down, I can go back and read it and give myself a little pick-me-up.
Did this come in via a text? Or?
Via the chatbot on NordstromRack.com. I was looking for some customer service assistance.
Got you. Okay.
So with an order I wanted to cancel. And Emilio made me feel seen, you guys. Okay?
Yeah.
So after he was done with helping me out with my order, I said, thank you so much for your assistance. And he texts me back, you deserve great attention, Liz. Please, you take care and have a good day every single day! ! And I was like, thank you so much, Emilio. You do. Even though I think he's probably a computer.
Yeah.
I don't care.
A gay computer.
I'm like, you know what? I do deserve to have a good day every single day. And I will, Emilio. Thank you. Evan.
I think Liz found herself an AI boyfriend.
You know what? Liz deserves an AI boyfriend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Emilio doesn't sound like he could talk dirty to you, though.
I don't need anyone to talk dirty to me. I just need someone to be nice to me and tell me you deserve to have a good day. Is that too much to ask?
I think that's a nice bar raise on expectations. Maybe the more we're exposed to that kind of stuff, the more we'll be polite with each other.
Maybe.
Because I don't see that very much.
I strive to be polite all the time.
Sure. We do.
I mean, outside my house.
Yes. Like, yeah. Always say thank you. How are you?
How are you? Have a nice day.
We're dads. I think I can speak for both of us. If we're at the checkout counter, you know, we're talking to you for about 3 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
For
it's like,
sure.
where do you go to school? Oh, you know, what are your next plans? Well, you know, that kind of thing. Which I always talk, especially if it's a teenager.
Sure, yeah.
Yep.
You know, it's like
To show them that you're cool.
Yes.
no, to
Totally.
No,
like,
I
yo, man,
feel-
I'm down, man.
no, I feel like it's just as an adult and you're coming into the world, I just am sort of like welcoming you into like this is a job. You are working with like it's not all that bad.
Right.
I used to work at CVS when I was 17. I hated that job, and a lot of the reason was because of some of the customers.
Yes.
It's like I'm 17.
I think when you're
You know?
a kid dealing with the general public, that is hard. You know, when my son was hosting at 21 North, I said, have you ever come across someone who was unkind or kind of nasty to you because they couldn't get a table or they couldn't? And he's like, one time a woman was really rude because like her takeout order wasn't ready on time and she was like kind of nasty to my son about it.
Justified.
Oh my
God.
But for the most part, he had a good experience, which I was glad to hear. I mean, we also like 80% of the people that were coming in there, he knew in some form or fashion. So I was like, I hope they're not dicks to you. But yeah, like
right.
it is hard being a 16, 17-year-old kid and interacting with adults on a regular basis for the first time that aren't your parents or a coach or a teacher. It's just people coming through and you're hoping that one of them's not going to ruin your day.
Yeah, I'm just cheering them on because I mean they are the future, and if you just sack them with like a heavy dose of reality that the world. Look, it doesn't get any more fun. Like college is you peak in
best.
college, and then after that, it's just like, how much time do we have left?
Exactly.
So yeah, I want kids to feel like they're valued and what they're doing is important, and they were helpful. You know.
Yes, and that like working hard, of course you get the paycheck at the end of the day, but you know, there's also value in learning how to interact in a mature, appropriate way with people.
Are you a good tipper?
Yeah, oh yeah, yep. Just with our financial situation, I've also made it a philosophy to now tip even counter help, which I've always been against.
I don't do that.
But I'm like,
the who, what?
The person at the counter.
What counter?
Like Dunkin' Donuts or
Yeah.
They have like the little tip jar there, and you drop a few pennies in.
I do it. I'm like, you know what? We can exchange some wealth here. I think I can spare $1 for this thing. You know, it's just, but that expectation amongst everybody, I think, is not right. And when they ask for it, I don't like that expectation. Like, especially when the prompt says, "How much do you want to give?" And it starts at 18%.
I know.
Yeah.
It's a little ridiculous.
15 being like your baseline. 18, 20, or 22, or custom.
But
like, what?
why am I tipping on a pickup order?
Yes, that's kind of how I feel.
Like, and that all came from COVID, if you recall.
100%. And I did tip during COVID, and I understood, like, all right, whatever. These are businesses in our community. I want to support them. COVID's over.
Yes, I understand that. I think
Not for everyone.
I'm writing tipping down as a future topic because I think that's a whole culture. That's an American cultural thing too.
Oh, for sure,
Like,
for sure.
You
go
come
to
from
Europe,
France,
you don't.
You're like, what the hell is this? Pay your employee. Like,
I like that idea.
Yeah, I do too. Maybe we'll get into. Let's do a deeper
Having
dive on that.
dated
some other time.
servers for much of my youth. I fully understand the benefits of a good tip.
Did you work in?
You
And
do.
so did they. Liz, you're dirty.
Oh yeah.
You're my AI chatbot.
Did you work in a restaurant?
No.
Oh, because restaurant biz is very incestuous. Everyone's
Yes.
like working late at night.
Oh, sure.
And it's like, okay, it's
Rubbing
11.
up against
It's
each other.
11 o'clock. Well, you've been kind of flirting with everyone, on the wait staff throughout the night. You're not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere. It's 11 o'clock.
Right.
Saturday night's kind of over.
Yeah. I eventually learned
it becomes
not
your
to
group.
date. I eventually learned not to date a girl that worked as a server.
Yeah.
Because she's
'Cause she
probably
was serving
nailing
everyone.
everybody else she worked with.
All right, let's do an ad.
You got
read,
it.
2 of them.
All right, this is a live read.
Yeah.
Winslow Design is known for blending modern aesthetics with functional spaces. Recognized for their work on high-end residential and commercial projects, they take pride in providing personalized strategies that reflect each client's unique style. Their team meticulously manages every phase from initial concepts to project completion, ensuring a seamless and stress-free experience. One satisfied client said, Winslow Design transformed our outdated office into a sleek, inspiring workspace. Every detail was flawless. Was that you?
No.
Okay.
No, that was a satisfied customer.
The recent press coverage includes Martha Stewart Online, Boston Globe magazine, which highlights their creativity and professionalism, affirming their reputation as a leader in architectural design. Whether you're looking for a contemporary elegance or eclectic charm, visit winslowdesign.net to bring your vision to life.
Bravo.
Yes. She brought our vision to life. Perez Martial Arts has built a strong reputation for fostering confidence, discipline, and fitness for students of all ages. Their comprehensive programs include karate, kickboxing, and self-defense classes designed to empower students and cultivate respect and responsibility. Perez Martial Arts offers training for children, teens, and adults, focusing on developing core values such as respect, perseverance, and self-control. Their classes are designed to improve not only physical fitness, but also mental resilience, helping students handle challenges both inside and outside the dojo. Their experienced instructors customize lessons to each student's skill level, ensuring continual growth and confidence. Their proven track record of positive results makes Perez Martial Arts a trusted choice for families. Visit PerezMartialArts.com to learn more, enroll today, and start developing strength, discipline, and respect that last a lifetime.
All right, good job.
Well
Thank you.
done.
Thank you.
All right, Liz. Second half. You've brought 2 stories, and then we'll let Evan give the kicker about a crypto
sure.
whatever, one of those.
Cryptoid?
I don't know, cryptozoologist.
A monster.
A monster.
It's a monster.
Yeah, for Helen. Okay,
so we're
what's
only going to
going
do one of the stories because we're running out of time here.
Okay.
All right. So I sent you guys this article, and then Mike texted back that his son was talking about, or he had a conversation with his son about like what a dream job would be. And his son basically said that this would be his dream job. So I thought it was kind of funny. And then SNL and Weekend Update touched on this very briefly last weekend. So the headline of the article is "Stay-at-home hub sons, quote unquote, are the trad wives of 2025 and their moms couldn't be more thrilled." Luke Parkhurst is living the dream, and at nearly 34 years old, he's doing it jobless and rent-free at his mother's house, a sweet setup that mom Patty loves. But the millennial's spongy life on Easy Street doesn't come as a totally free ride. Instead, it comes with the homemaking duties of a stay-at-home wife. Rather than loafing about all day, eating bonbons and scrolling through social media while Patty, a flight attendant, works, Luke's taking care of business around the abode. "I'm a stay-at-home son," Luke from Las Vegas proudly told the Post, AKA failure.
Yeah. Loafer.
"I do the grocery shopping, cook steak for dinner, clean the pool, and fix things around the house."
Not get laid.
Right? Ever.
Right.
His is an unpaid, unproblematic position that's rising in popularity among Gen Z and Gen Y2K guys called trad sons by some, or hub son as Patty calls Luke. It's a cushy gig similar to that of traditional housewives or trad wives. So yeah, trad sons like Luke, who claims to be a former door-to-door solar salesman who ditched the $170,000 vocation. Bullshit. You think those guys that drive around on Segways and are ringing my doorbell at 2:00 on a Tuesday are making $170K? No, you're not, Luke.
No,
Sorry.
yeah.
It's a lot of door knocking.
So allegedly, they're earning their keep doing housework and running errands in order to maintain their kept status. It's a Cinderella story in reverse. "This has been my dream job since I was a little kid," Luke said.
What?
"I mean, you should get better dreams, Luke."
Yeah.
This is
called a nightmare.
My
Living
mom
with my
is at
mother
work right now. She covers everything and I stay home. And I just want to show you guys. Here's a picture of Luke, who's probably has someone chained in his mother's basement.
Oh my God.
And is grateful that
Come
she's a flight
on.
attendant, so she could be gone at days at a time.
What is this source?
So
New
this
York Post.
Luke's mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would say, and I was thinking, okay, if I was a 30-year-old single woman and I am introduced somewhere out in the wild to Luke, who was like, "Oh, I stay home and take care of my mom." Like if that was specific, I stay home and take care of my mom. I'd be like, "Oh my gosh, how selfless!" Thinking his mom
Is 80.
yes, and is confined to a wheelchair, is infirm,
Yeah.
is in some way requires round-the-clock care.
Yeah.
If I found out he was basically Alice from the Brady Bunch for his mom, I'd be like, "Oh, dude, I gotta go."
Right.
Does this guy work?
That's his
No,
job.
that's his job.
But how does he?
He gets
just
an allowance. He
so his mother makes bank.
and
Yes,
he's
and he
living
cooks
rent
and
free.
cleans and
What
lives
is his
rent-free.
mother's occupation? Do we know?
She said flight attendant.
Get the
Which how
fuck
much
outta
could
here.
you
No
possibly
way.
make as a flight attendant?
I call bullshit.
I'm
Well,
just saying,
maybe
I'm just
she's
saying.
making up to
Mike,
170.
Mike, Evan's calling bullshit. Do some research.
Guys, let's just do the math, right? And I'm not calling bullshit on you, Liz.
No, that's fine.
I'm calling this article bullshit. Think of it like this. The mother is a flight attendant and she is supporting herself and her son. What do they live in? Do we know? Is
Vegas.
They live in Vegas.
Yeah, it's kind of an economically depressed area, is it not? Or it was at one
It's
point.
getting expensive
It-
to be a visitor there.
Nothing in this country is cheap anymore, especially housing, rental or otherwise. I don't know. Something's not adding up.
Well, I will say, so there's a psychologist and author, Catherine Smerling, says there's a lot of unrest in men in their 20s and 30s today. There's a lot of insecurity and instability. Most young people haven't truly found themselves yet. Okay, I'm preparing right now to send my son off to college next year in the hopes that he becomes a responsible, well-adjusted, accountable adult.
Yeah.
If he comes to me at 32 and says, "Could I please move back in? I don't want to make $170,000 a year on my Segway solar panel job," I'll be like, "No,
Yeah.
bye,
Bye.
bye."
Yeah, I'm doing this for you, for your benefit.
Yeah, they feel safe and secure with their parents in a very conflicted world. They're adults. They should be able to handle conflict at this point.
That's-
I just don't understand. if a young man isn't working, he should be doing the laundry, cooking, and cleaning. It teaches them vital life skills, which they can apply once they move on their own. I plan on making sure my son has those skills before he goes to college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to need...
I don't understand.
He's going to need to know how to grocery shop and do the laundry when mom dies and he's got nowhere to live.
Well, it sounds like that's all he knows how to do is domesticated chores.
Yes.
It's like this whole I don't feel comfortable in society stuff. It's like, I don't know, was your mom holding a sign this past weekend? Like, is that how, like, I didn't get my way. What do we want? Things our way. Like you have to deal with reality, accept things as they are, and do what you can about. Like, dude, you feel comfortable at home. That sounds like you gotta get out of your comfort zone.
Right.
I will quote the great Eleanor Roosevelt. It says you should do something that terrifies you or scares you every day.
Yeah, nothing grows in a comfort zone, right?
No, you gotta
just
stick yourself out there.
Yeah, exactly.
What's this Chad's name?
Luke?
Luke? Does Luke have a father?
I didn't say anything about a father.
Okay, so one could deduce that there is no male figure there to kick his ass out of the house.
Perhaps.
Okay.
I would say there probably is a certain type of woman that would want someone like a Luke as a partner because it's probably like a high-powered, hardworking woman who just wants someone to stay home.
Flight attendant.
No, I'm saying like for a romantic partner, like who'd be like, all right, you know what? I'm going out. I'm making the money. I travel for work or whatever. You know, if my husband can stay home and do all these things, you know, I don't really need him to do anything else.
Yeah, I was going to be a sugar baby for a while.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, it was an idea. I was like,
I feel like the mom is a selfish woman. And she's not thinking about what's best for her son. And she's not thinking of the long game. Where are we going to be in 10, 15 years? Your prime has passed you by. Your courtship years, your reproductive years, you're not passing on the family name by having your kid in the bedroom that he was in during high school.
Right.
Like this guy you're not going to have grandkids. You're not going to have.
life is over. You are a disgrace.
Like if dad passed and the son is divorced, single, whatever, that seems like an arrangement that could be kind of sweet, you know? Like mom's 73.
But mom's a flight attendant.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying a situation where it would be
like
okay. You know, or according to me, it would be okay. Because, you know, I'm the authority on what's okay. I feel like that would be more plausible or understanding. It's like, okay, your mom is old, lonely, a little vulnerable with health. You are recently divorced. You're lonely. You know, your mom lives 3 houses down, whatever.
Economically, it makes sense. You're going to take care of her.
Sure.
You're playing the role of caregiver.
Yeah.
Sure.
Caretaker, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a different scenario than.
This sounds like it's a plan. Honey, when you finish high school, you're going to.
Fucking weird.
Yeah. That is awful. And that's why we're just becoming more and more outraged about everything because we're abdicating.
We're soft.
Yeah,
we're soft society.
Like it started, and I hate it's because it's a cliche now to use everyone gets a trophy, the trophy generation, you know. But there's some truth to the fact that like when the going gets tough, the tough get going, right?
Yeah.
And we're not doing that. We're like when the going gets tough, we just move into mom's house.
Yeah.
Yes.
Give me my therapy coloring book.
Right.
I need to pet an animal. Like, come on, man. Like, you need to sack up.
It does.
Like, and also, I think that this whole thing about like toxic masculinity, being a man, like, you know, it's like you throw all this stuff together. Like, being a guy, we're just constantly bombarded with messages about how we're bad people. We suck. We only invented and built fucking everything, but we're pieces of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't build anything, but, you know, the men before me have. And now it's like these people I think they're just insecure. Like they've been beaten down. Like you're marginalized. You're like, it's funny. No one's going to feel bad for the white guy, but the white guy's been taking a lot of heat for a lot of problems, a lot of, disconnection, a lot of not understanding, a lot of privilege. It just assumed because you have a penis and you're white. So these guys are like, I'm too afraid to say anything.
They've been emasculated.
Yeah,
and
they
they're just
literally
like,
got their balls
"Mommy!"
chopped off.
Been beaten down for 2 decades.
Yeah,
you know?
because of all this girl power. The future is female. No, the future is maybe equal. How about that?
Yeah.
Like, let's not overcorrect it. So that's, I mean, I see this stuff, these guys getting soft and just like putting their tail between their legs, running to mommy. Those guys are soft. They need a father figure to whip them into shape, you know? Take him to New York City and watch a monkey jerk off. Come on. Come on. Experience life, man.
Was the tone of this article from the New York Post, was it of like pointing out like, hey, here's the new benefits?
No,
of,
it was
okay.
more like this
Like,
is a trend.
this
It wasn't saying, isn't this great?
This is a trend. Not even like, this is worrisome.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. It
Who
was
wrote
just-
the article, man or woman?
Good question.
I'm sorry.
Let me see.
I'm sorry to hit you with all these.
That's all right.
I'm just trying to formulate my overall opinion.
The problem with the trend.
Oh, Asia Grace could
Yeah.
go either way.
Yeah,
I don't know.
No, Asia's abroad.
Okay.
So, yeah, abroad, a chick. Did I say that? Yeah, I did. You know, I feel like when you start talking about these trends, those articles just basically broadcast, it's okay. Everyone's doing it. It's a thing. You're not alone. If you want to live with mom,
that's the world we live
go
in.
live
Like
with mom.
you can find, even if you have the most niche,
Yeah.
point of view, hobby, habit, whatever, go online. You will find your people anywhere, and that will normalize behavior. Like once you find even a meaningful, statistically significant number of people who are like-minded, you're like, oh no, I'm not weird. Look
Yeah.
at all these other people. If they're all doing it too, how could I be weird?
Yeah, that's nuts.
I smell bullshit.
All right.
I have 2 minutes.
Okay, so why don't we just wrap it up?
All right. So,
Go ahead.
all right, friends. Thank you for joining us. If you guys want to see Rick at an upcoming performance, you can catch him Saturday, October 25th at the Comedy Scene in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Chris Tabb hosts some of Boston's favorites. Come experience this jam-packed show featuring Courtney Reynolds, Kendra Landsberg, Zach Stewart, Big D, and of course, Rick, aka Little D.
Oh, that's a good one, Liz. I'll give you a fist bump for that. All right.
Also, Rick will be a featured comic at the Good Karma Comedy Festival with an appearance on Friday, October 31st at Give a Hoot Comedy Club in Gaithersburg, Maryland. You can find tickets to both events at rickfinkjr.com. You can find tickets to both events at rickfinkjr.com. All right, Scuttlebuds, if you like what you hear, please rate, review, and subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube at Small Town Scuttlebutt, and send us a note, smalltownscuttlebutt@gmail.com. See ya.
Hear ye, hear ye.